Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shooting It Straight with Donnie C. I am your host, Donnie C. I want to thank you for coming and hanging out with me and my good friend Dave. Dave, how are you, buddy?
I am well. How are you, sir?
Doing good. Look at you with that. That's a new shirt? Is that a new shirt you got on?
It's a new one.
It's a new
old one. It's new to the show, but it's old for me, yes.
Okay. It's still new for us, so I haven't seen that one yet, so it's a new shirt. But thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out with us another week. Here we are, and we appreciate you coming in. We appreciate you spending some time with us, and hopefully we make you smile and laugh, because that's what the whole point of this show is. Talk about current events, make you laugh, talk about some of your questions. So if you have any questions, anything at all, we answer all of them. Send your emails to shootingitstraightwdc@gmail.com. Good job, Dave. And Dave gets your emails, and then Dave asks me live on the air. I have no prep, no idea what's coming, and he just hits me with questions, and I give you answers, and hopefully they're good answers. Hopefully you like them. Some people like them, some people don't. It happens, but I shoot it straight every single time. So send your questions in, and let's see what we can do with that. And Dave, I heard you said something about not local news, but you had some news you wanted to talk to me about. Current event news. Yes.
Apparently, a few days ago, with all the rage of the aliens and stuff
it's very big right now.
On, I guess some the Mexican scientists have thrown out there that they have non-human remains of aliens that
they've got ETs.
That's funny you say that. They do. They
yes.
do. There was two. They didn't say if they were gendered or anything like that, but they had two different species that they put on display for everybody to view. And
okay, hold on. So Mexican scientists put alien species on display.
On display.
Okay.
And they found them somewhere in Peru in some desert.
Okay.
And
they don't know the gender. Because here's my question. Who knows if there's even a gender?
Bang. Now this one looks like fucking E.T., man.
It does look like E.T. For real.
For real. Like a small E.T.
Now, and I'm assuming they put him in that cute little drawer.
And he might have a little, what do you call that? A piece of deal?
A little piece of deal. I'm looking at him, and he may have a piece of deal. Now, in this day and age, that doesn't mean anything.
No.
But as far as alien, I mean, he's been mummified for a long time, if this is legit, and it's been a while.
Right.
So, back then, that made him a man.
Right. Yeah.
Or a male, or I don't know what the...
All right. We're not going to gender the aliens, damn it.
And he's in a fucking drawer.
Well, that's what they put him in. I don't know.
Okay.
But they also said that they scanned... They tested the DNA, and it didn't come back as human, so they're saying it's non-human. And they scanned both of them, and one of them said they had eggs in them. So, now, I'm serious. And here's a picture of another one. This one doesn't look as E.T.-ish because it has more of a rounded skull.
Right.
It doesn't have and this one doesn't look like it has a piece of deal. So now
no piece of deal on this one.
Right. So this might be the one with the eggs.
I mean, listen, you're that dried up. I don't know if you're searching any eggs or anything else. Like, can you tell it has any?
No, you can't.
And this one's in a temper. This one's in a drawer too. So hopefully they're in drawers next to each other, which is nice.
Right.
It's good, great.
But I call horseshit, man. I call complete bullshit.
Listen, they look too much like E.T. I gotta be honest. Whenever I see somebody say, "Oh, I've seen an alien," and it looks like an alien, bullshit.
Yeah.
How do you know what an alien looks like?
100%. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, these are like images of aliens that we think they're gonna look like.
Exactly.
So it's horseshit.
We have no idea what an alien's gonna look like. Dave could be an alien for all we know. I mean, look at the shirts. He could be an alien.
That's right.
But I mean, whenever somebody shows me an alien that looks like an alien, as far as what society says is an alien, I don't believe it. I think you're full of crap and you're making shit up. But that's just me.
Right, but now all of a sudden, after years of like concealing alien life forms, now all of a sudden we're allowed to like display them and everything like that.
That's you just put them on display in a drawer. It's fine.
But again, this stuff made the local news, so they were broadcasting it out there as legit shit. So it's not us just making it up.
Yeah, as one of the ex-presidents once said, fake news.
Fake news.
Fake news.
So, and then on other news relating to finding life out there, which I don't know why. That is fucked up.
What?
Funny, but fucked up.
I'm thirsty.
I know what you're doing.
I was just thirsty.
There's a planet out there which...
Dave, knock knock.
Who's there?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump who?
You guys see me? I built a huge wall.
Oh my god.
All right, go ahead.
That's our political segment of the show. The name of the planet almost sounds like it's right up my alley and out of like Star Wars.
What is it? The
K2-18B or 18B,
yeah, 8B.
Whatever.
I wanted to go to. I wanted to live on A, but I guess we have to go to B.
Sounds like a droid. Now, I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's beyond my comprehension. But apparently, through the telescopes that we have, they catch the images off of light that's traveling to us that they pick up on the microscopes, and they found a molecule on this planet that is from what they're saying sea life farting.
Right. Okay.
So now they think there's life on this exoplanet or whatever.
Right. It's supposed to be between our size and Neptune or something like that. Like
yeah.
And there's supposed to be life.
Mm-hmm.
From
yeah.
marine farts.
Yes. Yep.
Now, Dave, maybe I'm not a scientist. I never said I was. But
I ain't either.
Here's my question for you, Dave. If you could see a molecule in another galaxy, another solar system, or whatever else,
exactly.
How the fuck did you not see the animal farting?
Was it 100? And it's like 120 light years away. And
120 light years away, and you found a molecule that reminds you of a marine fart. Are you? Come on.
I know. It's another one of those like I call bullshit. Bullshit.
Fake news.
Again, it could be 100% real.
It could be, but I mean, listen, we can't even predict the weather correct for today.
Yeah. Yeah.
They can look out the window and predict better sometimes.
Yeah.
But yet we can find a molecule of a fart 100 plus light years away.
120 billion. Yeah. My wife's like, oh, we're gonna have a bad winter. We're gonna have a bad winter. They're calling for a bad winter in January. I'm like, first of all, they always call for a bad winter, and we never have them. I hope we still have like a warm winter, but they can't. That's 3 fucking months from now.
I'm gonna have a warm winter because I'm in Arizona, so it's always warm. The Arizonians are going, no, it's not done. It's cold. No, it ain't that cold.
No, it's not. No,
it's not that cold.
So,
but yeah, I can't believe that that's an actual thing. I mean, a molecule. You saw a molecule.
A molecule. Yeah. But where
are the animals?
Right. Where are the animals working?
If you can find a molecule, why can't you find some kind of life form?
Who's emitting the gas? I want to see the animals that are actually, or whatever, the aliens, whatever that are, shooting out this said gas.
It was the guy that we saw in the draw and his girlfriend. They were on that planet. They were on K2-18B, not to be confused with A or C, because B is where life form is. We know that by the gas molecule.
And I don't understand this, like, drive to want to find life out there, man.
Well, because now it's a thing.
Right, but it's almost like poking the bear, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, why the fuck let sleeping giants lie, man?
Right.
You know, because you don't want that person coming. Like, what? What
has happened? Okay, we talked about this. I think one other episode. Back to the Future. They had stuff in the future. All of a sudden, we have it. Star Wars. They had stuff in the future.
Yeah.
Now we have it.
Right.
Every movie depicts something that actually comes true.
Yeah.
Has there ever been name one movie where aliens didn't come in to help, and then turn on us and try and get threats?
Yeah,
outside of like home.
When Mars attacks Independence Day.
Every single one of them.
Yeah, we did touch on that.
Complete obliviation of the human race.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Leave them the fuck alone. Don't be sending out any like, hello, we're here signals, man. Let them fucking do what they do.
With the way society's going, it might be a blessing. Come take us.
Come get us.
Freaking crazy. But yeah, I'm having a hard time believing it. And listen, I think there's stuff out there. I do. Do I think
So
we're
do I.
going to find it? No. I think when they're ready to come at us, they're going to come at us. I don't think we're going to find them by a fart molecule. I think one of the scientists in the lab farted and it went up into the air and they saw that molecule.
It's Taco Tuesday, you know?
Right, exactly. Phil, is that you again? No, it wasn't me this time, I promise. Well, then we found something.
Yeah. It's just
come
amazing.
on.
The stuff that our society comes up with is just... It's
Out of control. It's out of control.
Yeah.
But we eat it up.
Mhm.
As a society, we eat this stuff up like,
Oh, yeah.
Alien life form. Oh. Don't be stupid.
And you know, half the dumbasses are going to be running, like, if they come down, they land, oh, friends, you know,
Yeah.
and then they're... Oh, nope. I'll be running the other way. Let
Are
everybody
you
else
looking
run
for
first.
Reagan? Yeah, Ray Gun. It's terrible.
man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. All right.
In other news, we're recording this before I leave, but I'm getting ready to head out. The news for me is I'm going to Florida for the weekend.
That's good.
So by the time you see this one, though, I'll be back.
You'll be back.
If I was going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, I'll be back. Did you know that movie line was incorrect? He wasn't supposed to say that originally.
What was he supposed to say?
I'm coming back or something like that, or he thought
Okay.
robots weren't supposed to say that. He was like, I will be coming back or something like that. And then James Cameron's like, no, say the fucking line. And he literally said that. He did an interview and he said that to Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's like, are you a writer? He's like, no. He goes, well, then say the fucking line.
Wow. Yeah, from what I've seen or heard of James Cameron, he don't fuck around.
Do it his way. Okay.
Do it, yeah, exactly.
It was
That's
his
why
most
he's
famous
successful.
line. But yeah, so I'm going to be going out to Florida for a little bit, so I can't wait for that. And with that being said, Dave, you brought up another topic
Yeah.
that had to do with Florida.
When you go there, watch out for those genetically altered mosquitoes, man.
You sent me the article on this, and I go, are you kidding? They're genetically altering mosquitoes.
Yes.
Now, the reason why they say is to kill off the female mosquitoes, which are the ones that eat and bite you.
Or they're the ones that spread disease. They're
spread
trying
disease
to,
and
right.
do it right. So those are the ones that actually land on you and bite you and stuff like that. Where a male mosquito will just land on you and be like, "What's up?"
What's up?
and take off. Where the female will land on you, hit you, bite you, stab you, whatever the hell they do, inject you with poison, and then possibly disease, and then leave you, and you got an itch. So it's it's like some of the other women from the 80s.
I was gonna say, is there any correlation between them and the human?
Just saying. But
Sorry, ladies.
but they're saying, yeah, I don't really mean that.
Right.
But I mean, they're first and foremost, if you kill off the mosquito race, let's say you stop, they kill the females and then they stop biting, but then there's no females to reproduce, and I was told a long time ago, and I could be wrong. Again, Dave, I don't know if you know this or not, but I am not a scientist.
You're not a scientist, no.
If you kill off a species, there's a butterfly effect
Yeah.
as to how it affects
Other
everything
things.
else.
Yeah.
Should we really be screwing around with this? Or
Well,
should
no.
we just be wearing better bug repellent?
Yeah. I mean, with this, there was like a video of a helicopter dumping some shit out. They were saying that was it, but that was proven false. That wasn't them. So that was
Really?
fake
They
news.
didn't... Fake news.
That was fake news.
I love it.
But these, my first initial thought on this was, why in the fuck are we genetically manipulating anything?
Right.
I don't give a fuck if it's a fly or whatever. Why are
Listen,
we playing, you know...
Mosquitoes have the right to pick their genders.
Right, but where does it stop? Do they start, trying to genetically alter a fucking, gorilla or
It's exactly
a
what
giraffe?
happens next. That's exactly what happens next.
Yeah, that's
And-
scary grounds, man.
That's where this world is going. And humans are following suit now because humans are volunteering for these changes also. Going, hey, I'm going to have a sex change, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do... and they're altering their bodies as well. So is it any different?
Yeah, true. True.
I mean, seriously, scientists have been doing it for a little while now, and they finally got it into. And I'm not saying the scientists did this, and I'm not saying you shouldn't or should do it or whatever, but we're doing it now too as humans.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I personally don't agree with it, but if that makes you happy, whatever. But why not a mosquito? We're doing it to humans.
Yeah, I know, but
I don't think any of it's right. I think we should leave it the fuck alone and say,
Yeah.
hey, nature, be nature, and survival of the fittest.
right. But it chalks up to what if you you genetically not mutate, but you genetically alter something and you send it out into society. What happens if it has an adverse effect that you were not expecting?
Oh, you
know what I'm
mean
saying?
something might come up like that? Never.
Yeah, something might happen.
No, that would never happen. They've never made movies about that either, Dave.
I mean,
God.
I don't know
It's
about
stupid.
you, but
It's
I don't-
ignorant.
Yeah, and I don't know about you. I spent a long time, like we all did, being secluded from the world.
Uh-huh.
In recent events, and I really would like to hope that we don't have to do that again in the future. So how
I
about we
would
stop
rather-
genetically fucking touching
Right.
shit?
I would rather do this.
Yeah,
Every once in a
exactly.
while.
It came over.
Guess what? I win.
Yeah. Did you enjoy that meal?
Yeah. if you were Jesus Christ, that was your last supper.
So yeah,
It's terrible. It's just ridiculous. I don't understand it at all.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Like I understand why they're doing it. I just don't.
I don't.
I
don't.
It's for me. It's where does it stop? And you guys are gonna fuck with. You're gonna fuck with it, and we're gonna pay for it down the road.
It never stops.
Yeah.
It never stops. And as soon as somebody says it's supposed to stop, what does the scientist do? He does it on himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There haven't been any movies about that either.
Yeah.
The Fly.
When I was planning this episode, I wasn't planning on having so many movie-related.
But it's all there.
Yeah.
It's all there. It's absolutely out of control. I don't understand it. But I listen, leave it alone.
Yeah.
I understand we might have the capability to do stuff, but that doesn't mean we should.
Mm-hmm.
I have the capability of going around punching everybody in the face. Doesn't mean I should.
Right.
Whether they're stupid or not.
Right. Because Jurassic Park. What are we gonna do? Genetically
Yep.
create a fucking raptor, and then we're gonna have them.
Great
running
idea.
around? No.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
No.
Stupid.
No.
But it's
I'm
coming.
done. I'm
It's
done.
coming.
Yeah. Excuse me. So, in other news, if you were at Magic Kingdom within the last couple of days, I've been to Magic Kingdom a few times,
I've
never
been
had
a
any
couple
issues.
times.
Apparently, because I saw this on TikTok, this one guy was posting a video on how he was blocked off from, I think it was Frontierland or something like that, and then they had other sections of the park roped off with their cast members and stuff, like directing people to other locations and whatnot. And
Right?
apparently
They're
there
just thirsty.
was a bear that was running loose, causing havoc.
How does a
in the
bear...
Magic Kingdom.
Listen, I've tried to sneak into that bitch. You know how expensive that place is? How does a bear get in?
No idea. No idea.
Was it a Winnie the Pooh bear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
But
I don't... Was it a big bear?
I don't know how big or what the weight was, but it was it was probably just a bear trying to find the food. It smelt all the food come from the park, and
Hey, listen, I smell the food. I want to go there too, but...
yeah, and they said bears are common. I didn't know that, but bears are common in Florida. When I think Florida, I think alligators.
Right.
You know.
I wanted to wrestle one time. It was a baby alligator. It was like 5 or 6 feet long. My wife wouldn't let me. You better not! I want to.
That's crazy, but
Well.
it's just like, can you imagine, like, you're there, you get blocked off, and then you can't, nobody's telling you anything. They're keeping it
Right.
secret. They're, well, we had a blackout, or technical
Something, whatever.
difficulties,
Right.
or something like that. But when you look on the app and you see
a bear.
you see, like, all the rides closed in
Right.
that section, and they're like, something's not good. Something's
Yeah.
not right here.
And then somebody TikToks it or posts it or
Right.
whatever. There's a bear.
There's a...
This ride is way too fast. This ride is way too slow. This ride is just right.
So the happiest place on earth got a visitor, man, and I'm glad he didn't come when he or she wasn't there when I was there in August.
I don't know if I would be happy or not happy. Like, if nothing happened and nobody got hurt, I'd be like, I was there when the fucking bear was there, bro.
Right.
Like, I saw the bear.
Yeah.
I saw the bear.
It makes for a good story. Hey, remember the time we were at the park with the bear?
Yeah, we're hanging out. Look at the bear. Oh.
And the guy, there was one video I saw on this, and the guy was like, if you ever come up on a bear, and the first thing to do is not run. You are to stand and raise your hands as tall as you can, and go bear.
You have to try and show it dominance and show that you're not scared of it, because if you run, it will chase you. When you see a bear, my cousin did this because my cousin, listen, cuz I love you, but you're freaking crazy. They go camping all the time,
right?
And she was at the campground or whatever. Her friends and family were gone or whatever, and God knows if you've watched this show enough, you know I'm not going to be out there camping with them. So, right. But she got out, and there was a bear, within a couple yards of her or whatever, and she froze for a second, and then she realized what she had to, and she picked up her hands and she yelled like that, and the bear actually went away.
Get that.
I was like, see, even a bear knows how much of a bitch you can be. No, I never said that. I never said that.
Ouch.
I never said that. No, but that's what you're supposed to do.
I didn't know that, and it just sounded like,
no,
really?
You're supposed to do that. Now, you got to have a set of balls to do it.
Exactly.
So I'm glad my cousin was able to do it, but
yeah,
that's
why
I don't go where bears are.
Yeah, the fight or flight instinct, man. The flight is the one that kicks in.
See, that's where me and you differ. I'm not saying I want to fight a bear,
right?
But I'm not about to run from him. And if you are running from him, run downhill, because they can't go downhill.
Holy shit!
A lot of people try and climb a tree. Bears can climb the fuck out of a tree. Don't go in the trees. Try and be big, aggressive, and just yell. And if it starts to chase you or whatever, try and run downhill, because their ass is so big that they're top heavy and they can't run down straight, so that they actually fall down.
Jesus Christ. You know way too much shit.
I don't know when I would ever use that, but yeah, it's up there.
I know, but that's a trend over the 30-some-odd shows we've done, that you spit out these little trinkets of knowledge that I'm like, what?
How do you know that? I don't know. I've learned survival, baby.
So, but and other news out of Florida, did you hear about this gentleman that wants to take his hamster wheel on a ride?
Yeah, this guy's an idiot.
Yeah. Apparently he had done it already in
2014, 2016, 2021.
Right, where he tried to go to Bermuda. And I think this last time where he was on his way to London or something.
London,
like that.
I'm gonna run my way to London. I like to fit in over there, have some fish and chips.
And for shits and giggles, this is what the ride.
Come on, okay. First of all, that's not a ride. You're running. Why are you trying to run across the ocean?
In a hamster wheel, yeah.
In a hamster wheel.
And apparently he's the one making it move. Like, he's in there doing that.
He has to run.
He's running in this.
That's what I'm saying. How stupid are you?
Right. And what do you think? If you stop to sleep, you're gonna drift.
You're going wherever. You're just floating.
Right. But he's like, I had TV in here. I have GPS. I got everything's fine. And I guess the cops kept or the Coast Guard kept going after him. You know, and he was. He tried everything in the book to try to keep him out there or whatever. But
I don't know if it's too soon or not. But the Titan had a window and controls too, and that didn't turn out so good either.
Yeah, but this one's designed to stay above water.
Right? Yes. Until it's not. From what I understand, he had knives on him also.
Yeah. Because that's when the cops were the Coast Guard.
Right.
And he was threatening pull
over.
Like, he said that there was a bomb on the place. He had a knife. He was going to kill himself. He said all this shit just to keep the Coast Guard away.
To keep away so he can keep walking or running to fucking London.
But I mean, if you have this and you're in a lake, and
that's cool as hell.
I would jump on that bad boy in a heartbeat and see how fun it is.
Yeah, have some fun. Yeah, great.
But
it's
to travel,
like paddle boat things where you got two people paddling and you see them sitting like this the whole time and everything else.
Yeah.
But to try and run across the whole ocean?
Yeah.
What's the matter with you?
Because I guess he did what? He jogged. He did a Forrest Gump or something in the article that he ran across the country.
Is that what he did? I didn't hear.
Something like that was in there. I think. And so I think he wanted to get in this thing and go across the seas as well.
Wherever I went, I was running. I ran all the way to London.
But it's like
so stupid.
Yeah, it's
people
like,
are just stupid. I don't understand people. You got nothing better to do with your time to make a hamster wheel for yourself and not do anything that's cool with it, but try and run across the Atlantic Ocean. You dumbass.
And I don't think he was out on bond and whatnot. Like I don't think he actually like spent any jail time or anything like that. But I'm sure he's on the the Marine watch list.
He should be on the psych ward list. Is what he should be on. Trying it this many times over. Hey, if you have a dream, go for it. I'm not saying stomp on your dreams. If you have a dream, go for it. But maybe you have some rules and regulations you have to follow.
Give him credit for the creativity to make that device, and it actually floated. And I don't know how far he got, but he got far enough.
I forget, he got far enough where the Coast Guard was with him like overnight and stuff like that, and then they brought another boat the next day with food and water and stuff. I'm like, did this guy not have food? What did he have? Was he jumping into water to fish?
And can you imagine if like a hurricane fucking came through on him?
The hurricane was coming!
And then he gets caught in one of them big ass swells.
I'm sure it would have been fine, Dave.
He
did the math in his garage. Freaking people are nuts.
Hey, they give us something to talk about. You know?
That's right. Thank you, all you crazy people. I love it. And they're all in Florida. And not all of them in Florida, but a lot of them. That's why I'm going to visit. I fit right in.
Maybe you can find this guy, get a selfie with him.
I'm gonna try and get that on the lake.
Post it on the website,
I'll do live.
So, all right, bud, you ready for? We have a few questions. You want to get some questions in?
Let's go. That's what the show's all about.
You got it. All right, we have Princess again.
Alrighty.
She had several questions. We didn't get to them all last episode.
Okay.
So
well, that's why it's a good thing we have more than one episode.
Exactly. All right, where are we at?
You are here.
I want to make sure that I have... Yes, okay, we're good. If you had all your wishes granted, what problems would you have? What would you solve?
What problems would I have?
If all your wishes were granted, would you have any problems?
I think the biggest problem I would have is everybody else trying to get their wishes granted. Because if you think about it, if you had the ability to make a wish and it came true, how many people would come out of the woodwork like, Dave, wish this for me. Dave, could you wish this for me? Dave, I got it. Oh my God. It's like winning the lottery.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
All of a sudden, the person you haven't talked to in 25 years, oh, we're best friends. No, what the fuck? No. No, I don't even know you, bro. Like, what are you doing? I don't know. See, I don't know how... I used to think having wishes was awesome. Because you could wish for anything. But for every wish you have, there's always a consequence. Mm-hmm. Like, you want a movie reference. Be bewildered, bedazzled, it was the one with Academy Award winning Brandon Fraser. Okay. Before he was an Academy Award winner. And Elizabeth Hurley.
Okay.
And she was the devil. And he wanted to be a basketball player or the greatest this or that. And every time he made a wish, she gave him what he wanted. But there was always that other side. Like, she made him the best basketball player. And then he was dumb as rocks. So then he's like, I want to be the biggest. And he was the biggest, but then he had the smallest piece of deal. Like, so every time he wished for something, there was a counter.
Right.
Is that how it works? Or are you getting like Aladdin's genie? Like, Aladdin's genie tried to help.
Right.
Him and Al were good.
Yeah.
If that's the guy, you have no worries.
True.
If it's the other way and it's just a genie who's like, I'll just give you what you wish for, but I'm going to leave out all the detail, and then you got to come up with the list of details of everything, and you think you got everything, and then all of a sudden you get your wish, and then all of a sudden there's something, and you missed one. Damn it, I missed one. Like, do you really get your wishes? No.
No.
So part of me is like, give me and my family health. Give us enough money to pay our bills. I don't need to be like super rich. Would it be nice to be wealthy and not have to worry about, I'm going on vacation or I'm doing it? Sure, by all means. but I don't need all the world in its gold. I'm not Scarface over here. Okay, I don't need the world and everything in it. It's okay. It's okay. I don't need it. I just need to be comfortable and my family to be healthy. That's all I really want. And maybe that's because I'm old and it's changed over the years. Because when you're young, you're like, I want money, I want power, I want. You can keep all that shit.
Yeah.
Because all that does is make you have to work harder to keep it, and everybody wants a piece of it. Mm-hmm. I don't need to be on the top of the pyramid.
And what would you solve is part of the question.
I would try and solve a lot of the world's problems, but I don't know if you ever could, because people are just assholes. Mm-hmm.
Again, you would solve one, another would pop up.
Right, exactly. Solve world hunger. Okay, everybody's fed. Now the housing market's no good. Okay, so now give everybody housing. Oh, now we ran out of property for farming. Okay, give everybody, the reason why it works is because there's a system in place and everything's balanced. And I'm not saying it's balanced correctly, but it's balanced. And as soon as you put 100% onto all of it, you fucked up everything else. So it's in my old age, Dave, I think
he's back.
going and wishing for things, it just seems like it's going to be out of control and it's never going to solve anything. Just work hard, save your pennies for a rainy day.
I love it when Grandpa Don shows up. Okay. All right. Next question.
Yes.
Before you do another person, another.
I'll do it. Next question. I'm going to come up with a different one.
What personality trait has gotten you in the most trouble?
My flirting, I would say.
I can see that.
Because and my wife is so cool about it because I don't.
She is.
Not like that. Not like that. No, not like that. She's.
No, that could have went either way.
Right? No. So let me reiterate.
Yeah.
She's cool with the idea of me joking around with people and flirting in a way that's not a sexual kind of I'm trying to pick them up flirt.
Right.
It's just me being my personality. I'm very bubbly. I try to make people smile and laugh and everything else. And a lot of people take that as me flirting, flirting and trying to pick up people. And when you get to know me, you just kind of learn that that's who I am. That's what I do. I don't do it to pick you up. I'll joke around with guys and I'll joke around with women. I'll joke around with everyone because I want to make them smile. I want to make them have a good time. But a lot of times people take it as I'm flirting.
Yeah, no.
Go ahead.
No, just knowing you and going out to places, there's definitely a difference between Don's on a hunt and Don, yeah.
Right, just playing.
There's a difference, yeah.
Right, but you know that because you've hung out with me.
Right.
For many, many years. It's been decades where these people, they just see it and like, is he flirting? I'll be on the dance floor, and Dave, you know I dance. Mm-hmm. My wife will be out there, and she'll be like, go ahead, go dance with the ladies over there. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. And I mean, they could be older women. I could be dancing with 60-year-old women, and I'm doing my splits, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. But we're having the time of our lives, and they're having so much fun, and they come back to her and like, thanks for letting me borrow them for a little while.
Yeah.
But to me, that's just having fun. To other people, it's flirting. You let your man go out there and dance with these women?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's coming home with me. He's not flirting. He's just having fun, but he's very flirtatious, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would have to go with flirting. So that's what I meant by flirting. Not that I'm going out flirting with other women. Christ, I can't wait for the hate mail on this one.
Well, this question wasn't asked to me, but my temper is my problem.
Yeah, that's that German temper.
Yeah, that sucker goes off, or Irish, whichever one you want to.
Irish too. Irish temper is bad. I don't know if I did a good Irish. I never did a good Irish accent.
One more, and we'll call it a day.
Or a night, depends on when you're watching.
Exactly. What is one regret you have, and why?
Ooh, one regret and why? Ooh, that's a good one. I don't have many regrets. I've made some mistakes, but it's turned me into who I am, and I've learned from them. So, I tell a lot of people, and I try and tell my kids, a mistake isn't when you do something wrong. Because if you do something wrong and you learn from it, then it's a learning experience, and it's not a mistake. If you do it again, then it's a mistake. And I try not to have any regrets, because I don't think that... I try and live my life where I enjoy it, and I I don't do anything to the point where it's going to hurt or destroy other people.
Right.
I guess the biggest regret I would have is that I work too much. I work a lot. And I try and make sure that I have time for my family, and my younger kids get to experience it a little bit more than my older kids do. Mm-hmm. So I regret not being... And I still made it to all their sporting events, and I still did all this, and I still did all that, and I tried to be the best father I could be. But I was different when I was younger, and it was harder because I was working different hours. I was a different person. I was younger and everything else. So the kids, my older kids, didn't get to see as much of the loving side of me as much as my younger kids. My older ones know that I love them and everything else, but I was more of a disciplinary with my older ones. I took on that role a lot more than try. I tried balancing it, but I don't think I did well. Mm. So I think, if anything, that would be the biggest regret there, is just not being able to spend enough time with my family the way I want to over the course of life, because it's been a struggle at times, and it's hard. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I 100% know that, just for me with having my kid, and you gotta work it's not easy, to afford everything these days. So you gotta.
It's a tough balancing act.
Yeah. So, but for me, real quick, it was college. I did some community college or whatever that, but I'm not saying that if I went to college, my life would be different, or I wouldn't be doing what I do now, because it's not guaranteed you're going to get a full-time career outside of that. Yeah. There you go. But just having, what you guys had, that experience with the college and partying and all that stuff.
I don't know what you're talking. We partied?
No, you wouldn't party. I lived vicariously through you guys. I got invited to some of those events. Yeah. But it was different. I would have loved to have that dorm experience and stuff like that.
I never had a dorm experience outside of crashing at one of my friends' dorms for a day or so. But outside of that, I never stayed at a dorm either.
You commuted, yeah.
Yeah, I commuted every day. Mm-hmm. So.
But that's the one thing, because spring break. I would have loved to have gone on spring break and all that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't in the cards. Yeah, no,
wasn't in the cards for me. Yeah. But hey, it is what it is.
That's right. Yeah. And here we are today because of it, Dave. So
exactly.
It worked out perfect. Everything landed the way it was supposed to.
Had I went to college, we would not be here right now.
Exactly. You would be a scholar, scientist, looking up for animal whale farts or something.
Yeah, exactly. I might be that scientist that found a molecule for whale farts.
I found a molecule! All right, well, with that... Yeah. Send in your questions. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you had a good time. Subscribe, tell a friend, hit the like button, ring that bell for notifications. We're trying to keep this thing going, baby, so we hope you're enjoying. Let us know right in the comments. Thank you very much. Have a good week. Talk to you guys soon.
Peace, everybody. Hee hee hee!